So your process will start with the link that's sent to you, and you'll click on the link. You'll initial a few things saying you understand some stuff from the handbook. Some things are highlighted, so make sure you look at those because those are changes. And then some general information. Now you might remember in the past that you've had to enter, it feels like you're entering all this stuff like 50 times or something. We're trying to streamline it, okay, so that hopefully we can use the website to store all the information that we want it to store and pull it the way we want to pull it. So this is what this will look like. After you've finished, it's like 8 fields. I mean, it's like very basic information. You'll click on Submit, and you'll come to this screen. From here, you can complete your background consent, and that will open. I just want to point out, this opens in a new tab. So see, I have 2 tabs up here now. So make sure you're paying attention to the tabs because I don't want you to get lost. So you get your background consent. But the thing we really want to spend time on today is how to submit your class proposals and update your tutor bio. When you click on this, sorry, I was already logged in. Let me show you what it will really look like. When you click on that link, you'll go to this page. And there will be it should look kind of familiar. It's your admin side of the website. We've gone there before. With your email will be your username and password. Since I'm recording it, I don't want to just say it out loud. But here, let me pause it and I'll tell you. So after you enter your username and password, you'll be taken into the administrative side of the website. You don't have much access to anything here. You only have very limited access. And you're going to go to Tools and Class Registration. You will also be given a list of these instructions. The list of instructions is overwhelming because we have to be so specific in like this field, this field, this field, and there's so many fields. So please don't look at it and think, oh, forget it, I can't do it. If you just go step by step, it's really okay. And these are all written. I'll show you what the instructions look like because I've attached them here as well. These will be the instructions that you'll receive. And if you start at the top, it is 3 pages because we have to say this field you do this field you do this. But I promise it's not very hard. I really do. Okay, so what we're going to start with is doing your tutor bio. So we've logged in and we're at class registration. We've done these first. Then we're going to update your bio. So here we are in the class registration. If you just click on instructors, since you are all returning instructors, you should have your information in this list. You'll just find yourself, click on it, and then make sure your address, email, phone number, all of that is up to date, okay? And then you don't have to like look up your bio that you did last year or anything like that. I would recommend when you do your bio, make it what I call timeless. So instead of saying I taught at Dash for 17 years, say I started teaching at Dash in a specific year. And then you don't have to update it every year. You know, unless you're like me and keep having kids or something, then you have to keep updating. No more kids. Not an announcement. Yeah. In your bio, we would like, yeah, it is set. We would like for your bio to be kind of a combination of your spiritual life, your personal life, and your professional. So kind of get all those, you know, if you have a degree in what you're teaching, and if you don't worry about it, but you know, that would be where you'd put it. So try to cover all of those briefly in your bio. After you've updated it, you click on up or save. It says you can update a photo. I'd be curious, but not required. Okay, so that's updating your bio. Easy, easy. And the good thing is, it'll be there for next year when you have to do this again. And you can just like make sure it's all right. Classes. They're a little bit more complicated. What we've done is we've archived all of your classes that you have taught previously. So you're going to come over here and click on Archives. This will give the list of all the classes that we have ever put into the website. If you're teaching a class that's offered multiple times in a day, you only need to do 1 proposal. What if there's different age groups? Still 1 proposal? Like Tracy does 1 age group, or Laura, you do 1 age group and then another age group, but it's the same name. What do you want? It is, I know. 1 proposal for all of it. And there'll be a place in the notes you can specify, I want to split it up. Okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to find your class. You can do Control F to find the class name, or you could just search by your last name. So I'm going to go ahead and do a proposal for my basic computer skills. You find your class, and you click on it, it will open. Now let me show you on these instructions, maybe. This next step is super important. In fact, it's so important that in your instructions, we've made it bold, larger font, underlined, all caps, and highlighted. It's as close to flashing lights as I could get on a PDF. The first thing you have to do on this archived class is scroll down to the bottom and click on Save and Duplicate. So you're just scrolling past all this stuff. You're not looking at it or anything. You're just coming down here and clicking on Save and Duplicate. This is the class proposal you're going to edit. That archived class is a class that you're currently teaching. We don't want you to change that stuff. We want you to make a copy of that class so you can propose it. Okay? So that first step is very important. So now we're going to go through and edit what we need to edit. And a lot of this will just be kind of intuitive. You can change the title if you need to. Coordinator's email address is your email. You know how you get emails if you get somebody who registers for your class? Whoever's in that email address will get that email. Then you can specify the grades and the ages that you want the class to be. If you want to select more than one, you hold down your control key, but that's all on there. You're really just verifying all this. Unless it's changed for you for this class, you're just verifying the information. You'll select your instructor name, and then in the curriculum and textbook, I don't use the textbooks in my computer class, but you would put the textbook and the curriculum that you're using. You could even put the ISB in if it's there. But here's an important thing. The course syllabus. Right here, we're asking you to upload your course syllabus right there. You can use the syllabus just like you have done before when you do your proposals. You just click on Choose File and navigate to it on your computer, and it will upload. Yes. It can be any. Yeah, they'll take PDF, doc, a Word doc, Excel, a JPEG, a GIF, a picture of it, whatever. And you'll be able to come back and update this, like if you kind of have a rough outline of your class or it's going to change a little bit, you can update it before registration. And then the families will have access to your syllabus from the website. So that will be nice. You don't have to choose a location. On days of class, this is where you would indicate if you want to have a Tuesday, Thursday class or only a Thursday. Okay, if it's Tuesday, Thursday, you need to select Tuesday and Thursday. The start date, this is where you're going to indicate if it's a 32-week class or a 30-week class. Did you ever verify my dates are right on my instructions? Yeah, I kind of guessed some, but on your instructions, I do provide you the dates that you should use for your start dates and your end dates for your class. So you're actually going to type that one in. My computer class is a 30-week class, so it's going to be 9/7. 9/7/2017. And we all finish 5/17/2018. 5/17/2018. Start time. The start time, you're going to change those to be blank. You're not getting to choose your own schedule. We're not there yet. So if you put a start time, it's not going to mean anything. Okay? So we'd like you to just change those to blank. The matrix you're going to be using is called 2017-18 proposals. For the class column, a lot of us teach more than one class. So you'll just have to think, which class is this that I'm proposing? My first, my second, my third, my fourth, whatever class it is. I think. Not the period. Like, yeah. So I think I already did one for geometry, and I don't know, Christine and Michelle did different ones. So let's say this is my fourth one. I don't really know. And then for class rows, you're going to put your name. This part here is the part that should be pulled in. This is the nice part for you, because this is your description that you used last year. You can update it if you need to. If it's all the same, it's right there for you. You'll check your max and minimum of children. We had some people they said like the minimum was 4, but when they only had 2, they actually took the class. Try to give us a realistic expectation of what you really will do it for. Okay? Try to set your maximums and minimums very clearly so that we can know for, I think Christina wants it for planning purposes. I don't care, but somebody does. And then I think I say on the instructions, leave the next 13 fields blank, which basically takes you down to your class fee and your supplies. In the notes to administrator, you can put any notes, like if you want to say, I can not teach first, second, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh period, you could make such a note as that. I don't know that I would recommend that kind of note, but you could put a note of your requirements, or if I want to have 2 different classes for this age group and this age, that kind of note that you might need to make about the class. And that's it. You just click on Save. And your class is then submitted. Don't forget to hit Save. That would be bad. I know it seems like a lot of steps, especially when I'm talking through it, but when you're actually going through it, it's not that bad. I did it for all your classes last year, and it got to be pretty fast as you do it. So I'm hoping that if you all can do it this way, it will help you all because you won't have to look for those course descriptions, and it will help us a ton. So that would be very helpful. There are other instructions for how to add a new class if you're proposing a new class. And I'm not going to go through all of that, but basically it's right over here where it says Add New Class. Can you see that down there? That's where you would click on it to add a new class. When you're all finished, you can click on this matrix layout, and you'll see if you got all of your classes entered. So here, remember I put Basic Computers as Class 4? That's why it's under Class 4. You won't be able to click on them here. This is the backbones of it, but you'll be able to see that you got all your classes proposed. And that's it.